All right, and we should be live. Maybe, perhaps. If everything went according to plan, we should be live. And if I am, welcome everyone to Tethered, a series where I'm making a game, because I can. All right, I have chat up, so I don't have to have Google up. Um, so yeah, let's get this started. Now, I don't have a thumbnail for this because I never made a thumbnail because I was originally doing this on Twitch. Yeah, now I'm doing this on YouTube, so I need to actually make a thumbnail. And I'm trying to do everything um on stream, so I'm gonna make the thumbnail on stream. Why not? And in order to do that, I'm gonna open up GIMP. Actually, I'm gonna open it up from a previous file, a previous thumbnail file, just so that way I'll have it. Let me go ahead and do this. I'll go ahead and open it up from, where's a good one? Yeah, I'll use this one. Hey Sebastian, welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Also, welcome to the stream, Chris Pratt. Do I think that I sound like the Coconut Mall guy? Are you referring to Funky Kong? Because that's the only guy related to Coconut Mall that I can think of. Alright, create a new thing here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Let me go ahead and make a new desktop capture actually. There we go. I'm not going to go crazy right now. I'm just going to make a nice thumbnail that I can use. Alright, cool. There was my Plessy thumbnail. Oh, hey youngster Joey. Actually, I'm gonna have chat this way. I had chat a different way. I have it on my phone, so I can actually see it. Yeah, welcome to the stream, youngster Joey. Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about, but so maybe. All right, so let's make a thumbnail. I've been getting better at this. So I'm just gonna make a nice basic thumbnail for now. I guess what I can do is I can go ahead and make. I'm just going to write it out. Let me start off by actually just typing it out so I have a nice um, reference. This isn't actually going to be the thumbnail. It's just going to be used for the thumbnail. Oh, it does actually let me type. Thank you. All right, go ahead, make it larger. Honestly, I don't use the text function in GIMP very often, so that's actually kind of new to me. All right, cool. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. A nice little thumbnail. I'll probably come back to make it better, but I do want to work on the actual game tonight, so maybe not this second. But this will be something nice at the very least. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it just a nice flatter top. And then I'm going to go ahead and once I have it, I'm going to make it like a snow-covered top. And I'll have one character hanging off one side of the T and one off the other side of the name. Hey, Double Decker in TV, welcome to the stream. Glad you guys can make it. Thank you for joining us. And yes, I am trying to make these letters sort of askew. That is on purpose, not just because I'm dumb. I am dumb, but that's not the reason for this. I want to move this out a little bit. Also, I thought of a new Minecraft challenge finally, so look forward to that. I vowed to never play Minecraft again. Yeah, that's not happening. I have too many ideas and they're too big brain to not do it. What that challenge is, though, I guess you gotta subscribe to find out. Also, this will be basic game development, so don't expect like, oh, he's gonna do really cool stuff. No, I'm developing a game. That's what it is. All right, I'll make this a curve. Most of his stuff has been just straight lines, so I'll make this part in particular a curve. There we go. I know I could just copy the E, but I'm not. That's because I'm a real man. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this down a little bit, make it more jagged. Hey, Derpy Sheep, welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Thank you for joining us. Fort Flaptrap and Epic Yarn. Yeah, the two videos related to, not Steve. For once, it's someone else. It's See Me Craft. Because I proved I was better than him. Haha. All right, go ahead, bring this out. Also, if you're wondering why I haven't been streaming that often, it's because I've been working on other things. Let's just put it that way. I have big plans for this channel, and getting better thumbnails is a part of that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead, bam. I'm going to go ahead. I guess I should use white. Or actually, I'm going to use, what's going to be my base color? And for now, I'll leave it as white. I'm going to make this a linear thing. So I'm going to go ahead and have this like that. There we go. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and let me do this. I'm going to stroke it with, yeah, that should be good. I'm going to go ahead and remove this layer. Ooh, I do need to do this. Let me name this letters. Imagine using thumbnails. Yeah, that would be so dumb. All right, can go ahead and do that. Go ahead, select, delete. Go ahead and take you. Bam. I wasn't wrong. I need to go ahead and do that. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and make this as well. Might as well make it the same object, the same path. Delete R. I'm going to name this hole, letter hole. Stroke, make it that. Feels a little off center. I'll fix that right now, actually. I believe the hotkey is Control M. It is not. What is it then? It is Shift T. All right, there we go. Now let's head back to the background. I'm gonna actually move this up a little bit. That looks about right. All right, go ahead and get my gradient tool. I'm gonna go ahead and make this radial again. Gonna go ahead, grab this. That looks good. I'm not sure what my character designs are going to be yet, so I'm not going to have them hanging off, but this will work as just a basic placeholder thumbnail. Does it show my save? That's what I want to know. Yeah, I'm making a game, Odium. All right, it looks like it hides my location where I'm saving. Cool. All right, so I'm going to name this file Tethered thumbnail, I guess. All right, where I'm going to put this, I'm going to put it in stream. All right, there we go. I guess I should probably show you what the game actually is so far. That might be important. But first, I'm going to go ahead and export this really quickly. There we go. Save gamma. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and edit the thumbnail for this. I like the background thumbnail, but I'm going to, actually have this correct. And boom, it should be fixed now. Cool. I can close out of this then. Go back into Unity. I can go ahead remove this from here. And yeah, let me actually show you what this is. Also, welcome to the stream, Nicholas. Glad you can make it. So essentially what this is, well, it's tethered. You can have two players and you can tether them together. Also, why is my thing not maximizing on play? Ah, my rope is still broken. But yeah, so you can do stuff like this. Normally this would be tethering. Like right now, I'm not tethered. I can move freely. You can't jump normally unless you're in air like that. So one common technique that I'm expecting is you'll fly up like this with the tethered ability. You'll be able to jump, and then you'll be able to re-grab. I do need to fix this problem where you can jump on the very edge, but that's not for right now. Right now, I think the biggest thing that I need to fix is this rope. So let's do that. I think I blocked something out, which is why that's not working this second. No one has beaten that yet, surprisingly. All right, so where is it broken? Where? This is commented out. This might be it. Oh wait, it probably isn't. What is wrong then? This is why you don't leave your code for months without looking at it. Because I'll be honest, it's been a while. Oh wait, Where's rope manager? Hold up. Did I save? That might be my problem. Hey, Infinity Plays. Welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Thank you for joining us. So let's see what broke. It has to be something with this. Why is it stuck there? Why? I have foobar here. Why do I have foobar? Oh, I think that's why I have foobar here. If I click it, it should work. I think I canceled a bunch of stuff out if foobar is true. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. All right, so now we have the rope. That's what it's supposed to look like. Also, disclaimer, I suck at game development. That's why I'm making this to get better. So yeah, right now the rope works basically. It still has some problems though. Like it still feels like it gets somewhat disconnected. But yeah, right now it works decently. And it's not a physical thing. No, I know why I had it. I was trying to make it so I can remove the rope. Because I can make it appear no problem. The problem is actually trying to remove the rope because what I have is a line render over where I'm circling with my mouse. So now I have to figure out how the heck I'm going to make this happen. I have an idea. All right, so let's see. What can I do? So one idea that I had to actually fix this is to actually like move the rope behind or something. I guess I could store the rope like 10,000 units below the map. That's one thing I could do. Whenever I want to remove the rope. All right, so when I have rope, it's going to... Okay, so I do have my game objects like that. Why are they serialized fielded though? They should not be serialized field. They should be finding the player. On the other hand, I'm not changing it now. I'll change that later. All right, so when I have this set to only when foobar is true, I'm assuming. Sorry if this is not interesting. I'm just trying to figure out where I left off. It's been 2 months since I've touched this project, and I'm sorry for that. I should have it in here. Okay, I know what I'm doing. So I should be able to go here. First of all, I have foobar here, right? Yes. So what I can do is I can go ahead and check here what state I am. I'm going to change this to public. Change this to public. Because then I can say, if I'm in this state, go ahead and make the position this. All right, so public state is that now. So now I can go in here and say that I'm going to go ahead and make two new variables. I'll call them private player one position, player one position. I should probably make that a vector 2. I believe that's what that takes in, if I am not mistaken. Ooh, let me see. It, sh it should actually be a vector free, most likely. Yeah, it's a vector free. So yeah, this will be private vector free. There we go. All right, write that out. And then we're going to go ahead and do the same thing for this. Private vector free player 2 position. So then I'm going to go ahead and say in update, first of all, wherever I have player.position.transform or player.transform.position, I'll go ahead and switch this out with um, player 1 um, wait, wrong thing. Player 1 position. Whenever I see player 2.transform, I'll go ahead and switch this out with player 2 dot. There we go. And then finally, I'm not sure if there are any other sections that I need it. All right, that looks correct. So now what I can do is in update, let me close some of this stuff really quickly. Draw rope. I should have an update, yeah. I'll make a function called set positions. Private void. Ooh, wait. Actually, this is where I can make this animation. I've had the idea of whenever you actually tether, it slings one end of the rope towards the other. So what I can do is I can do this. Yeah, it should still be void. Whoops, wrong thing. Do that. So now I should be able to say if all right, if player 1 all right, I need to use okay, I might need more variables actually. All right, how am I going to do this? So first of all, if both of their states are 0, oh, I should be able to just use this. If I named, what did I name the game objects? I named them player 1 and player 2. So if player 1 dot player 1 controller or player controller 1 player 1 dot get component. That's what it would be. Get component player controller 1. Honestly, I should just make a variable for this, to be completely honest. I shouldn't put it all in this if statement. So let me go down here. I'm going to create a private int state player 1 state. Copy that over for this. Make a player 2 state. And then in start, I'll go ahead and make a couple of components. I'll go ahead and instantiate that or initialize that as player 1 state. Oh wait. Whoops, wrong thing. Wait, is it? Yes. Actually, I should do it here and update. If player 1 dot, wait, no, I'm setting this. Gosh, why am I stupid? All right, see ya, Odium. If player 1 state equals player 1 dot get component, and I need to get player controller 1 dot state. All right, that works. So that'll give me what state it's in. I'll do the same for player 2. So then I'll go ahead and say if player 1 state equals, which one is a playing state? I believe this is a state. Yeah, I just have 2 states right now, so if it's equal to 0, then I want it to disappear. All right, state equals 0, and this other state equals 0. Then I want to say that player 1 position equals player 1 dot position or dot transform dot position. but I want to subtract. Oh, wait. No, I can do this. I can say minus new vector free, and I can just make it 0, comma, 1000, comma, 0. Copy this down. Player 2 position equals this. I'm going to go ahead and save as or save all right now. Also during update, I want to go ahead and add this in now because I can. Set. Cool. So next thing I need to add is I need to say else if player 1 state equals or equal 1 and player 2 state is equal to 0, that means player 2 is grounded, but player 1 is in the air. I want to do what? Well, I can copy this over. Player 1 is in the air right now. So I think I want the person grounded. I think I want it to fly out from the person in the air. I can change it later, but I think I want it to fly out from the person in the air, which means the person grounded will have a weaker connection, technically. But that should be fine. So since player 1 is in the air right now, I want it to fly out from them. How do I make it go towards it, though? That's a good point. Okay, this is what I need to figure out. For now, I'll leave it like this, just to test. I won't include the animation yet. That's what I'll work on next, but I want to make sure this actually works, because if it doesn't, then I have other problems. So let's see, how does this work? Probably not at all, but I don't care. Let's see. Interesting. Hmm. A lot of momentum. Like a lot of momentum. Okay, maybe that's not going to work then. Okay, I think I need to figure out a way to turn it off. I just need a nice kill switch that just turns it completely off. Because let me see this again. If I go ahead and do this, If I go ahead and wait for it to finish, actually, I'll wait for it to do that. So it's about finished now, but once I hit bam, it just falls. And that doesn't look right. Well, I mean, it might be cool if it falls off, sort of. That would actually be an interesting idea. But then once you're rapidly clicking it, then you have that problem. Because that looks really bad. Okay, I need to figure out a way just to deactivate the line renderer. Which actually I think I know how to do now. Why am I stupid? Let me go ahead and do this. So I'm pretty sure I have, yeah, private line renderer, and I set that active to the line renderer. So let me go ahead and say line render equal dot set active. What can I do to it? Enabled, that's probably just a get. Let me see if I can set it to equals false. Obviously, I need to copy this over for this. Copy that over. I really wish I had a better recorder, to be completely honest, because I know it's probably pretty hard to see what I'm actually typing. That was it. That's all I needed to do. Oh my gosh, that I made that way more complicated than it needed to be. Oh my gosh, it works. It's hidden now, finally. Also, you can infinite jump, in case anyone was wondering. That's definitely going to be a glitch you can do a lot. And you know, if people are going to use that for speedruns, that means people are going to speedrun it, and that's good enough news for me. I need to fix this problem as well. Hmm. Nah, not right now though. I think my next thing that I want to do is I want to make it so if hmm. Okay. I think this is what I want to do. I want to do this. I want to make two new objects. I'm going to call them projections. Projection 1 and projection 2 because I'm so very creative. All right, and then I'm going to make a projection 1 manager and a projection 2 manager. Actually, no. That shouldn't matter, actually. Whatever I'm going to do with that, I could just do with this, and it'll be way easier. But how do I do this? So player 2 state is equal to 0. How do I do this? I'm trying to think of a way to make it so the position changes in the direction that the player is. How do I make something head towards something else? The transform.translate function. Why am I stupid? First of all, though, I need to make sure I can actually see it snap. In order to do that, I need to go ahead and do this. No. So this is where player one's in the air. So I want player two's position to change. Can I translate it? No. So how do I do this? I guess I would do this. Plus equals vector free, and then a direction I would want would be the new object, which would be transform, or no, I was right. It is a vector free. Vector free of transform, no, player two transform dot position minus position two dot position. I guess I don't need the vector free, honestly. So this is the direction I want. So I want to normalize it. I'll make it that for now. So that's going to be the direction it goes in. Times time that delta time. All right, that should be good. Because once that's on top of it, it'll be 0. You have no idea. Yeah, it's spaghetti code right now. And this is like the third stream I've done on it. First on YouTube. It's a great introduction. It's definitely better than if I just went ahead and jumped into it from scratch though. I'm glad I did the stuff on Twitch. All right, so that should work. File, save all. First of all, I want to see if this just completely breaks it. 100% it doesn't work anymore. Let's see that first of all. No, surprisingly not. It's quite slow though. Why is it dragging him? Oh, because he's the one that's not anchored. So I definitely want that to have a higher speed, like times 100. But that works basically. That's essentially what I want. Times 100. Let's see how that looks. All right, so now the rope should follow it faster. And then all we have to do is we have to make an event whenever we click a button, whenever we tether to reset the position towards the other player. So right now, that position is there. So if I move the blue character over here, it'll snap pretty quickly, actually. That might be too fast. Let me make it times 10, just for testing purposes. And I'll leave it as 100 for now, actually. I want to make it so this will happen first. So when I go ahead and tether myself, I want to reset that position to that. I want to reset those two positions. How do I do that though? Let me close down some of this stuff because it's really getting cluttered. All right, that should be a lot less cluttered for me. All right, so what I want to do is I want to make it so whenever I tether with player one, which would be this right here, I want to go ahead and I'm going to make player two's thing. I'm going to basically set player two's position to that. So I'm going to make this a public. Actually, I don't need to. What I need to do is I need to make a separate sort of thing that will automatically do that. So I'll call this private void, or actually I'm going to make this public void. Hey Trio, welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Thank you for joining us. And I'll call this, what should I call this? I'm going to say snap to player one. All right. Go ahead and make that a function. And then of course I'm going to make a snap to player two. In snap to player one, I'm going to set position one or player two position equals player one dot transform dot position. And then obviously in player two, I'm going to snap it to player one's position. All right, dot position. Go ahead and save that. And now in player controller one, whenever I tether, I want to set off this event. Where do I have this? If state equals 0, I switch over. I want to go over ahead and say that rope manager I'm going to go ahead and say, wait, do I have a reference to rope manager? I don't know. No, I don't. Well, I can create one here. So what am I going to do? How do I say this? Hey, Brady, welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Thank you for joining us. I guess what I can do is I can do this simply. I can go ahead and say, um, so its name is rope manager. So I'll go ahead and say, I'll just add it up here. Rope manager private rope manager. Wait, no, that's actually its type. Private rope manager, and I'll call it rope manager equals, or not equals, I'll put this in start rope manager equals game object dot find, and this is called rope manager. This is definitely getting confusing, but it's fine. Manager dot get component, and the component that I want to get is a type of rope manager. So that works. And then down here, when I set it, I want to say rope manager dot, and what's the method that I made? Snap the player one. Oh, I need to have parentheses. And there we go. That'll work. Now we just got to do that all for player two now. I'm going to copy a bunch of stuff over though, because that's essentially all I need to do. I need to make a private rope manager. I will say, I definitely understand this stuff a lot more than when I initially started. When I initially started making this, I was not prepared for what I was getting into. Now I think I might be. Still not great. Definitely not. But I'm definitely better. Wait a second. Why is there VAT marked out there? Oh, it is right. Okay. So I want to say rope manager dot snap the player to, and yeah, that should all work. Let's see if it actually does. I think its speed is a little bit too high, but it's definitely working. So let's set this to like 50, or let's set it to 10 for now. That sounds like a good number. Let's see. Will it actually work? Okay, I need to normalize that value. It's just going way too fast. So if I do this, it should go at a constant speed. I'll probably have to make it much faster, but this should be pretty good. Let's see. I definitely need to decrease the amount of rope segments. I think that's one thing that's making it look weird. Let me set this down to 100. All right, let's see. Now, one question I have is, can I increase the amount of segments while doing this? All right, serialized field. Let's see. I don't know if this will work, I'll be completely honest. But you know, sometimes you just gotta try. You can. Hmm. So if I can set the amount of segments during this, that makes my life a lot easier. So one thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and set this so I can go up here. Just so I can see how this looks. Okay, that's really finicky. Okay, that looked really weird, but it's good. It's interesting. So because I can do that, I think it might. Hey, Finian, welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Yep, I'm making a game. That's what I'd be doing. So one thing I think I can do is I can say if the position is close enough to the actual position. So where would I do that? Hmm. Oh. So first thing I want to do is I want to say if how am I going to write this? What is Valhalla of a game? What do you mean? I do not know what that means, Valhalla of a game. Okay, so one thing I can do is I can say if player one pause minus, oh wait, what if it's negative? I'm just looking for a distance. So that one's more than that one. Oh, wait, then that already works. Okay. If player position dot x minus player one dot transform dot position dot x, but I need to make this math absolute value is less than, oh wait, I think this is a capital M actually. What is the goal of the game? Hopefully I'm going to make it so the player can, it's just going to be a nice little platformer where you can tether together and you're climbing up a mountain. So if it's less than one, player one, oh wait, I need to make this an and, make this Z or the Y, and player position Z. Whoops, didn't copy that over. Math F dot absolute value. Yeah, essentially, that's sort of what I'm thinking. It is a good way to describe it. You're climbing a mountain. It's going to have a nice theme, but also you're going to fall into a volcano at the top of it. And then you're going to get into the real fun stuff if everything goes according to plan. So if this, then I'm going to set player one position. Also, I set this to Z. Why did I do that? It's supposed to be Y. Player one position equals 1. Wait, what? Player position equals player one transform. I'm actually going to move this down a little bit. I think it'll fit better here. I'll be honest. Give myself a little bit of space. Yeah, but less advanced. I honestly, that brings up a good point, Brady. I'm not sure how difficult I want to make this. I do want to make this accessible to people who are bad, journalists, so they might be able to play it and I might be able to get recognition. But I don't want to make it just easy. So, and here's the thing, I can't hide stuff through secrets because you guys can watch, and that kind of ruins the fun. On the other hand, because like if I wanted to hide, ooh, sneaky secret character design, be kind of hard to do that. All right, so now I can basically do the same thing here with player two, which means I could just change a lot of players ones with twos. So yay. And I know you're probably just looking at the same screen over and over again, so feel free to chat, I guess. I'm always watching. Always. I am trying to read chat as fast as I can. You can do it off stream? Actually, no. The whole point of this is I'm supposed to be doing it all on stream because I wanted to do it because why not? You see everyone who's great at programming and they might stream their stuff and it's like, wow, that's so cool. I would never be able to do this. Like there's no way I could get that good. My goal is to show you this is from a beginner. And hopefully by the end of this I'm just typing, yes, I know everything. So right now I don't. And this is to show the true advancement, to tell a story, to be the man. All right, so this should work. Maybe, perhaps. This might stop the jittering. Yeah, that really helped stop the jittering that was going on. So that's good. So I have an idea now. You might have noticed it already, but whenever I snap, it always drags the rest of the rope. Like, let me do this. Oh wait, actually I'm gonna go ahead and full screen now, might as well. No, stop the game. It needs to stop. Also, I'm saving. No way am I losing this much stuff. It actually is functional now. I can't lose that. But you can see, like the left side snaps. And the reason isn't because I'm not snapping it. The reason is because I'm snapping the end. I'm not snapping every point connecting to it. Now, every point quickly snaps over, but it drags it. And you can see that. Now, there's a couple of solutions, I think. But one that I'm kind of afraid to add is adding a second rope. Because what I could do is I could have it so you have one rope from right to left that's always attached to player one. Then once player one starts flying, it drags it over to player two. The moment he unsnaps, it clicks it back to player one so it can do it again. And then you have the same thing for player two. Only problem with that is that's a lot of extra stuff. I think I'm going to come back to that, but for now, I think I'm happy with how it looks. On the other hand, ooh, sneaky. Okay, I just got an idea, a devious idea. An idea so crazy it might just fail, but it also might work. So right now, if I'm this far away, let's say, how much can I lower the segment amount? I can lower it about 60. If I have it down to about 24, let's see how that works. It's pretty rigid. That's not really what I want. So let me up that to maybe 42. Let's see how that looks. Still a relatively rigid rope. I want it to droop a little bit. Mmm, delicious. I think my problem is I have my rope too rigid. I have too many or my segments are too short. Yeah. Let me just do that. Let's see what this does. Now we got a rope. Now it's not rigid at all. So now I can actually shorten it. So what I think I can do, what's a good ratio? Hmm. Okay, I got it. So I think this looks good, honestly. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm basically going to, here, I'm going to open this up in Paint, just so I can explain it. Because why the heck not? I might as well start explaining stuff in Paint. Besides, I can. All right, screen capture, custom, or not custom. I want to have a software window, Paint, delicious, cancel. I thought I hit plus. There we go. All right, so what I basically want to do is I want to take this. That is a very small brush. I need a big brush. So what I want to do is I want to take player one, and it has a ball. Okay? This is the position of player two in ball form. So what I basically want to do is I want to take this and I want to shoot it out at player two. But what I want to do is I want to be constantly measuring this distance from player two to player one and have a constant ratio. So if I'm here, the ratio is going to say that I have less segments. So it still has some droop. But then by the time I'm over at player one or whatever, once I'm at the other player, now it's a farther distance and it puts more segments. So it still has a similar amount of droop, but it doesn't look wrong. Also, this should fix the problem with snapping because if it snaps this position back here, instead of having to drag all the other little things all the way back, all the other segments, all those other segments just get deleted. They're gone. They're stupid. Hey, Panda Bear, welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Thank you for joining us. Yep, I'm making a game, and now I'm explaining it in Paint. So I think that basically sums it up. That's going to be the idea behind what I'm going to do. So I'm basically going to make it say, okay, what is the distance between these two things? And then do that. All right, cool. So let's program that in. So first of all, I need to figure out the distance between that and that. And also that'll make this program a lot easier. So I'm going to go ahead and make a function. I'll call it getDistance. Private. And I'm going to return a float getDistance. Actually, this is a function, so I'm going to make both of those capital. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so it basically uses Pythagorean theorem. Oh, and also I need to get a two vector freeze. Vector free player position. And I'll get one that's called ball position. I know it's not a ball, it's a empty. Well, technically it's just a point in space, but I'm going to call it ball position anyway, because I always imagine it being a tiny invisible little sphere. All right, so I'll call this ball position. Maybe I should call it sphere position or empty position. Nah. Yes! Ball! All right. So now what I want to do is I want to take ball. So I'm going to say mathf. Wait, no, I don't even have to do that. What I can do is I can say float distance equal to, oh boy, math time, mathf dot square root of mathf, and I want to say dot square. What can I do? Is there exponent here, or what is pow? That sounds like it could be right. Why is there a function called ping pong? Maybe I can just do this. I'm not sure if this might just be a regular function. Let's see. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take ball minus player to the power of 2. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I see. Dot x, because ping pong is fun, yes. Correct. What? What do you mean the caret can't be applied to functions of f and whatnot? Why can't I square it? Well, if that's the case, I guess there's nothing I can do. I'll just have to, multiply it by itself because that's what squaring it is. What do you mean method name? Oh, I probably just have to put a bam right there. And now it works. Cool. So that's that. Now I have to do it again for this. Plus, except this has to be y. Make that that, make that that, make that that, make that that. And I'm going to go ahead and return distance. All right, cool. So now I can just go over here and delete all this. And I can just say if ball. Wait, no, I need to say if what? I need to say, I need to figure out how I should do this. If get distance and this would be between player 1 and player position 1. Or player 1. Oh, it was just off screen. Player 1 dot transform dot position. And get distance, yes, it takes player position before ball. All right, delicious. Player 1 position. If that distance is less than 1, then it does this. Okay. I'll go ahead and copy this over, put it here. And there we go. That should work. It should do absolutely nothing. Well, actually, it will do something. It'll make it so it's a little bit, because now it's going to be a range, a sphere, instead of just a cube. All right, cool. Works. All right, next thing. I need to make it so I guess I can put this in update. Actually, no, I'm not going to put it in here. I'm going to put it all the way up here. I'm going to put it down here. Because this kit's called it every frame anyway. Oh, and I guess I would need to put it in here anyway. All right, so I need to say, so this is when player 1 is active. So I need to say segment amount equals int. Will this transition afloat? It should. Looks like it will. All right. So what do I need to do? I need to figure out an algorithm. So this is when player one is active. So I want its distance to be from player one to its ball. So player one dot transform dot position, comma, player one pause, or actually to player two pause. And then I basically want to, let's say, divide it by 5, just so that we have a number. Let's see how this works, just so that I can test. I believe this will be way too small. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, I guess its size bear was too small. Okay. That makes sense. So now if I go out here, yeah, it's still way too small. So I'll multiply it by like 20. Or actually, I'll multiply it by like 10. Let's see how that works. I probably should make that into a serializable variable, but on the other hand, I'm not. Not yet, at least. That is weird. I think it's constantly, yeah, it's constantly taking the last position value and putting it on it and then quickly moving it back or something. Why it's doing that, that's a completely different question. I don't think it has to do with this. Let me see just to make sure. It might have to do with this. Just adding segments like that. All right, see ya, Brady. Have a good one. All right, so it does look like it has to do with this, which is kind of weird. Let me double its speed, see if that does anything. Hmm, interesting. I broke it. Took me long enough. Should have broken it a while ago. All right, how the heck do I fix this? Index was out of range. Ah, I think I might have an idea on what's going on. Let me move back and forth a whole bunch, see if that does it. It's not now. Which brings the question up, why is it doing it? Like, that doesn't make sense. Oh, I think I get it. Yep, I get it. I 100% understand now. Maybe. Not really, though. Okay. So what's going on is when I'm simulate... I'm doing this in Paint again, because I can. Just to show off what's going on, at least my suspicion on what's going on. All right, so basically, I have two functions, update and fixed update. All right, so update, no, I'm not drawing words. So update, it's this really cool thing that does basically everything. It's the thing that basically decides the position. Right, can you work with me? So update, basically, it decides its position and whatnot. You know what? I can't. Not using paint. Doesn't work. Not for text. Screw it, I'll write. So it does things like decide the position and length of a rope. Yeah, I'm not writing. I can't write with a mouse. It looks bad. But what's important is, so this thing's deciding the position, it's deciding all that other stuff. But then I have fixed update, which basically happens every frame, I'm pretty sure. Or it happens at a fixed interval. It's on a different internal clock as update. And it's doing things like moving the rope. But I'm changing the amount of rope segments so much that I'm changing if I lower them or if I change them too much while it's going through fixed update, it while it's doing something, for some reason the rope isn't there anymore. That segment's gone. So it just breaks. So what I need to do is I should put this in fixed update instead. Let me put it here. Hey Caleb, welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Thank you for joining us. All right, so let's see if this works. I think it will. And what do you know? It's not having any problems anymore. Literally all I... All right, the reason that's probably happening is it's growing too much for it. So I just need to make it grow less. And that's easy enough. Because it's getting so many segments, it doesn't know what to do with it, maybe, perhaps. I honestly am just spitballing here. Let me multiply this by 5. Let's see what that does. Oh, this is what I envisioned. That's what I've been looking for. It works. It works. Ha ha ha. Oh my gosh. I know this is the first episode on YouTube, but that feels really good. That feels really good to me. I'm going to make it a little bit longer though, and I'm going to make this a little bit faster. So I'm going to make that like 7, and I'm going to make this like 40. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. It works. And it has wiggle. It wiggles. It wiggles. Still a little glitchy. But look at that. It wiggles. And it should work no matter how far away I go. Okay, it's having problems now. I'm not sure why. Why will it have problems when I'm farther away? But it's reconnecting, which is the good thing. Huh. Weird. Hmm. Let me make it go faster. Let's see if that fixes it. Not really. Hmm. Why is it doing that? Let me lower the amount of this. Let me bring it back down to 6. It's definitely working more, which is a good sign. And it still has wiggle, so I'm happy. I don't know. It's definitely weird. Let me try this. If get distance is if get distance of that is greater than like 5, then I'll go ahead and make it smaller. If that's the case, I'll go ahead and make this like 3. I feel like this will create lag though. Maybe it would be better to take the square root of it. Yeah. Let me try this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a square root of this. First of all, I want to see, if I have it times 3, will that work better than if it was at times 6? It should, because that's what it seems to do. It doesn't have the wiggle though, but it works from far away. Yeah, so that works from far away. So what I think I'm going to do is, I'll say square root, no. How do I do this? So I want to make it so if you're farther away, it doesn't work. Hey DJJD, welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Thank you for joining us. You're just seeing the prototype. Don't worry, it's going to look better than this. So I want to make it so if you're farther away, it does less. And I think the square root is the way to go with that. So I'm going to go ahead and say square root of mathf dot square root of this, and then I'll go ahead and take the whatever this result is, and I'll multiply it by a larger number. So let's say times 10. Let's see how this looks. Because this means if it's farther away, the square root should have a higher effect on it. Doesn't have the wiggle right now, but it's not glitching out, so that's good. So let's increase the pressure. Let's go ahead and make it like 20. Let's see if that gives it the wiggle that it deserves. It looks good. I like it. Like that actually looks good. It's not perfect, of course, but by my standards, I'd say it looks pretty fine. And then you still have this broken thing that is player two's. Yeah, we're gonna fix that. That's next. I'm saving though. So now what I get to do is I get to copy this all over. First of all, I can switch this up to 50, and then I just do this. Switch the numbers. Wait a second. Player one position equals bet plus equals. Oh, okay, I see what I did. All right, let's see. That should fix everything. And yeah, let's see. Is it working? Oh, sticky keys. That scared me, startled me for a second. Doesn't look right. Player one position plus equals player. I think that's good. Let me try going over. That should give me a better definitive answer. Doesn't look quite right. I don't get why. Oh my gosh. Stop it with the sticky keys. I don't want sticky keys. No one wants them. I'm switching what button I use. I'm gonna, because this is annoying. I'm switching this from left shift to control. Might be under left control. Actually, I'm gonna use Q. No, I'll use tab. That'll be a nice one that I can use. All right, now I don't have to worry about sticky keys. All right, let's see. It looks weird. It's like it's not setting it. There's definitely something wrong. How does it look? What's wrong? What's different between these two? Doesn't look like anything. Well, I guess I can test it by just, testing it. Like, it definitely looks like it's stretching more. Let's see what happens when I go ahead and use player one. Like, that looks like it's more responsive. Oh, I think I know what it is. It's because player two is getting the end of a rope still. And I know how to fix it, but I hate it. And the way I fix it is really stupid, and I don't want to. And I'm not going to tonight. I think that's a good enough stopping point for tonight, honestly. We finally have a working system. One thing I can do, though, something that I kind of want to do, I want to see if I can use a controller for this. Give me a second. All right, I got a controller. Let's configure this really quickly. All right, so I got a Nintendo Switch controller. Let's see if it automatically syncs up. It might. I doubt it, though. Yeah, no, it didn't. All right. In that case, let's go ahead and set it up. Why not? Project settings, controls, or input, horizontal 1. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Horizontal 2 is that. So let's see. Will that work now? No. Why won't it work? Okay, so right now we're on the type key or mouse button. So let me go ahead and switch this to joystick axis. Let's see if that'll change it. Just a test. Yes, it does. Hey, let's go. What? Why am I facing right when not doing anything? But now I have analog control. I was not meant to have this much power. Anyway, so I can change that. I'm not going to now. I'm not going to add all that stuff, but it's good that I can. All right. I think that's good for today. You know, it's not too late. I think I'm going to start actually streaming some normal stuff. So let me close all this down. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Well, I'll see you in like 5 minutes maybe. I don't know what I'm doing tonight. I might stream, I might work on Redacted. And that's not like the name of the game or something. That's just, I don't want to tell you what it is because you'll see. But I don't know. I might stream, I might not. It's been a while since I've just, well, I guess I do have Wario Land Shake It. I might do some of that. Either way, I'll see you whenever I see you. Goodbye.